Let's begin with the Strait of Hormuz. There's reports, according to a senior British defense official, that a credible plan to ensure ships can safely pass through is a long way off. That's not what we want to hear, Fred. We know Vance is going to meet with some oil executives. How do you see this moving in the next few days as we continue to watch the markets being rattled and the allies unwilling, at least for now, to step in to support the United States efforts?
Well, first, let's be clear that all these attacks by Democrats in the media that the administration didn't know this might happen are false. This was part of the plan. The administration was ready for it. And look, under Trump's approach to working with alliances, we want members of our alliances to carry their own weight. We don't want to be the world's policeman. It's a shame in this instance that states are reliant on this strait will not help us secure it, but we can secure it. There's going to be intensive airstrikes along the shores of the strait over the next couple of weeks. I think that's going to take out the missile and drone threat. We can handle the mine threat with various advanced systems we have in the region. But the key thing is here that we really need our allies to step up and help us. And it is very telling that they're not willing to do so when we really need them.
Also telling right now, not just the situation in Israel, Zuhdi, but also there were now explosions today in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, not just outside. So a couple reports there, no reports of any injuries. Well, let's play this clip. Texas Congressman Pete Sessions talking about potential for boots on the ground when it comes to Karg Island in the Persian Gulf.
I believe that what these 2,500 Marines of the Marine Expeditionary Force would be to probably secure the island. The island is not, in my opinion, boots on the ground.
Okay, what do you think the strategy should be with Karg Island, Zuhdi?
Yeah, there's no doubt once we know that the economic pressure that's part of this stage 2 of the operation has come to fruition. I mean, today, for example, we saw targeting of the South Pars gas field, which is 70% of Iran's natural gas that went out. So the economic pressure is just unbelievable and will hopefully break the back of the military and begin to have them shed their uniforms. But Karg Island, once we start opening up the straits, is only going to be guaranteed if we have control of that. So I can't see any other way. And yeah, it might be boots on the ground, but there is a significant air support there, and the risk is very low with significant reward there. And the rest of Iran, the people are already starting to get back in the streets. The alignment of America first priorities with the priorities of the people, 70 million Iranians who want to shed this regime, are starting to become clear, which is once the economy is broken and the people can see the military people starting to shed their uniforms, they will get back to the streets and take that over in the next few weeks to months at most.
Well, that's obviously, encouraging and hopeful. But until we get there, what happens on the battlefield, what happens in the strait, there's obviously a shifting, hour by hour, Fred, this tends to change. We saw yesterday the UAE saying we might come to the coalition to help. Obviously, they're right there in the Gulf. They've been taking in missiles, targeting them. But just a short time ago, within the past half an hour, want to get your take on this. The UAE is denouncing Israel's attack on an Iranian gas field as a dangerous escalation. So how concerned are you about some fracturing there with our Gulf partners? Their perhaps appetite for this not to escalate, where at the end of the day, maybe the U.S. is looking also for off-ramps here.
Well, there was a Wall Street Journal report today that our Gulf partners want us to intensify the attacks against Iran because they want to make sure that Iran is neutralized and won't attack them again. I think Trump is moving to a phase to end major military operations in 2 to 3 weeks. I think an air campaign along the Strait of Hormuz is going to neutralize drone and missile attacks. We'll move to another phase of supporting the Iranian people in their effort to take back their country. I agree with Dr. Jasser. That's the next phase. And there was good news last night. While Iranians who were celebrating an Iranian holiday went outside in defiance of security forces, and they didn't just celebrate, they were protesting the regime. I think that shows that there is a willingness by the Iranian people to take significant risks to take back their country. The security forces have been degraded. That should be our focus right now. And the American people do not want a long-term American presence in this region. They want us to move on.
Information, truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.